guys, I'm Saumya and I'm back with another video on my channel Saumya's Bookstation. Hit that subscribe button for all the bookish love that I spread on my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that every time I post a video you get notified. So in today's video I'm going to talk about a book that was sent to me by the author, and that book is Tarikshir The Awakening by Khayaal Patel. So let's get into the video. If you ask me what genre does Tarikshir The Awakening fall under, I say broadly it falls under mythological fiction. But mythological fiction is not the only genre that this book serves the reader on a platter. When you pick this book up, the prologue of this book gives you the feel of a mythological fiction, very obviously. But when you progress in the story, you realize that this book also has elements of historical fiction. It has paranormal elements, and most of all, it undeniably has the elements of a thriller. So this story is taking place in a small princely state of Divangarh in Rajasthan, and we get to read the story of a 16-year-old prince, Rudra Pratap Chauhan. Now, the situation that is going on is of turmoil, as the small princely state of Divangarh is trying to hold its own against the might of the British Empire when the rest of the country seems to have succumbed. Now, amidst the preparation of a battle that seems to be imminent and unavoidable, such events transpire that Rudra finds himself in the position that he did not even think in his wildest dreams. His world is turned upside down as he realizes that now he is the king of Divangarh, a responsibility that he's not really ready for. An unknown evil is spreading its wings. Rudra knows that there is something wrong and he has some clues, but he still is not able to make sense of what is happening, and for that he has to uncover a lot of secrets and he has to venture into dangerous areas. Also, the story seeks to answer the question that comes to the mind of the reader time and again, at least when you see the title of the book before you read it, and that question is that what is Tarikshir? Now, talking about the characters in the story, obviously there is the protagonist Rudra Pratap Chauhan, who is the 16-year-old prince of Divangarh. Now, Rudra in the story finds himself in situations that he didn't ask for, and he has no choice but to struggle in these sticky and messy circumstances that he suddenly finds himself in. So when we read about his character, we read about a 16-year-old boy who is trying to hold himself together to the best of his ability in some really chaotic and dangerous situations. Rudra is really the key character in this story. Apart from him, there are other characters that make appearances, but their importance and their value in the story keeps varying and shifting according to the circumstances that we are reading about. There is Rudra's guru, Duryadatta, there is Raja Ravindra Pratap Singh, there is Rudra's mother, the queen of Divangarh, and there are many other characters that keep getting introduced in the story. Now I'll tell you guys what I thought about this book, and I have quite a few things to say. Now, the first thing that was immediately clear to me when I picked this book up was that the writing in this book is excellent. The author knows how to spin a story and deliver it to the reader in such a way that the reader consumes it very happily, and this book becomes a page turner because of that. So the writing in this book is a very strong and a very good selling point. The story is fast paced, the events are exhilarating, and the writing is, as I told you, excellent. And owing to these factors, I literally flew through more than half of the book within no time. As I told you in the beginning of the video, that Tarikshir The Awakening is an amalgamation of different genres. Broadly, it can be classified as mythological fiction, but it has elements from other genres as well. So personally, I feel that the author has attempted a very ambitious thing in this book, because the attempt that he has made in this book is to make the story complex yet riveting at the same time. Honestly, I am all for this kind of experimentation, and I'm all for this kind of mixing and matching of different genres, because I feel that makes the story very gripping and it adds more elements to the story. So I like that. But in case of Tarikshir, what happened is that I flew through more than half of the book in no time, but somewhere in the middle of the book, things started to get a bit abrupt because of this very mixing of different genres, because too many things started happening at the same time, which generally is an admirable quality in a book. But in case of this book, what happened was that as a reader, it was becoming hard for me to process what's happening. One thing is happening from the paranormal genre, the mythological fiction is also taking place. There is this element of historical fiction hanging in the story. So all these things became a little difficult for me to process at the same time. So that ended up frustrating me a little bit. So this book actually ends at a suspense that I feel is superb, because the way this book ends, you really look forward to the next book because something completely unexpected happens. Now, Rudra's character is somebody who's trying to battle all the troubles that are coming his way to the best of his abilities, but the story is such that whatever he tries to do, the story is so hard on his character that he's not able to develop as a character. He's not able to come out to his full capacity. I mean, that's how obviously the storyteller wanted it, but I as a reader felt that if his character was a little better fleshed out, I would have liked reading about him more. If you are a fan of mythological fiction, the things that I'm saying right now might not even make a difference to you as a reader, because this book has all the elements of mythological fiction. The thing is, I don't hate mythological fiction, but I'm not crazily mad after this genre as well. So that's why these are the things that I noticed. Now, overall, my opinion about Tarikshir The Awakening is that it has a lot of good things going on in the book, but my reading experience was not without issues that I conveyed. It's almost a 4, but not quite. So it's somewhere between 3.5 and 4 stars. That's my point of view about this book. So guys, this is my review for Tarikshir The Awakening by Khayaal Patel. I've shared each and every aspect of what I felt when I read this book. Let me know in the comment section if you plan to pick this book up, or if you have read this book already, then what are your thoughts about it. I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching this review, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.